Hello, friends. Welcome to Akulmach Live, and we are discussing business. And as you know, the name of the program is Business Tips and Tricks, or rather, Business Reflections. And today we are discussing a very important subject, which is related to the recent government decision about discontinuing 2000 rupees note. And you may have a fixed feeling, so some sort of a mixed reaction. I want to basically know from you that what is your opinion about this particular move of the government. And while I present my own take on this decision, you can use the chat function and reach out to me and send in your comments and suggestion. This live stream is also being moderated by my colleague Kanchan Verma. She is present and she may also have some questions in between. So Kanchan, say hello to our audience.
Hello everybody, how are you doing? And today we are discussing a really very important subject, and Chandrakant will be giving you insight about the end of 2000 rupees note. So Chandrakant, go for it and tell our audience that what is stored in this game-changing scenario.
All right, Kanchan, thank you so much. And audience, use the chat function if you have any questions regarding this very important subject, because this affects you and me and also the global economy. All right, so the information is that in September 2016 there was a demonetization, which is also famously known as demonetization of the Indian currency. So in September 2016, Prime Minister Modi himself, addressed the nation, and Government of India decided to discontinue most of the prevalent currency, and nearly 86% of the currency notes in India were put out of circulation. Of course, there was time given. The time was given to the consumers and people, citizens, guys like you and me, who actually use the currency to exchange their notes and take the other denominations which were available for our usage. Because you know that in any economic situation, when you want to basically live life, pay the fee, pay your bills, you need currency. So while the currency is demonetized, you still need currency. So there was a mechanism which was created after demonetization. So 2016 was a very important year. We all know that. I think there was certain people who also faced certain hardship in terms of standing in the queue and exchanging their old currency notes. So subsequently, what is happening in 2023? Well, in 2023, this new currency note which was introduced, a high denomination currency note was introduced in 2016, which is 2000 rupees note. So while the demonetization was imposed, at the same time, in order to properly circulate the usage of currencies, a higher denomination note was introduced, which was 2000 rupees in 2016. So therefore, this is something which is which carried on till now in 2023. And what is happening now? Few days back, couple of days back, almost like 5 to 6 days back, Indian government decided to discontinue even this new note which was introduced back then in 2016. So now the announcement for discontinuation of 2000 rupees note has been made a couple of days back, but this time citizens of India have 4 months to return their 2000 rupees note and take the lower denomination. And so this is something which is public knowledge. I'm not saying something which you and I don't know. This is already it's a public knowledge. And as soon as possible, if you are having 2000 rupees note, you must go to the bank, your own bank where you have account, and exchange your note to a lower denomination, which is applicable currency that you have. So let me now give my 2 cents on this. You see, the government of India started a higher value currency note in 2016, and after a few years, which is in 2000, in the current time, 2023, this higher currency note has been discontinued. So we need to analyze why this has been done, because it is not like that some other previous government introduced the currency, or it was an older currency. The new government has introduced a new note and now discontinued it. So we need to understand this and by analyzing why such a decision has been taken. Let us first understand the worth of the total net worth of 2000 rupees note, which was printed and circulated by Reserve Bank of India. So the total currency note in circulation is equal to about 3.62 trillion Indian rupees, which is equivalent, which is equal to nearly 44.27 billion US dollars. So it's a lot of money. And India being a large country, the population is also very high. RBI is cognizant of the fact that many people will be will be requiring currency, so they printed enormous quantity of these 2000 rupees notes, and the number of notes which are in circulation in India are roughly about or equal to about 10.8% of the currency, total currency. So why there are other denomination, for example 500 rupees or 100 rupees or even lower than that, 2000 rupee note was constituted nearly 10% of the economy. So 10% is a huge sum. Now this particular note is going out of circulation. I think we need to understand why this is happening. So first of all, let me ask you a trivia. While we were very happy to receive this beautiful violet color 2000 rupees note, where it can save, it will be lighter on our wallets, and if a woman is carrying a lot of currency, it will be lighter because you don't have to carry so many notes. If you have a 2000 rupees note, you have to carry fewer number of notes, so it's lighter on your wallet or purse, whichever the case may be. So we were very happy. However, my trivia question is, have you seen 2000 rupees note in last 4 or 3 years, 3 to 4 years? Have you seen it? It's a trivia for all of us. Kanchan, have you seen this?
Yes, actually I've seen it, but since I am doing all online payment, so it has become really difficult to really spend. I may be having 1 or 2 notes in my wallet, but or rest of the notes are already there in the bank. So this is something which is crucial, and I would like to know what you just about to want to tell to our audience.
All right. So the question is that people have not seen this 2000 rupees note. That means this 2000 rupees note, even though it is in the economy, in the system, but you are seeing fewer and fewer notes. So there are a couple of reasons for that. Number one, as Kanchan already pointed out, that since India is now globally ranked number 2 in digital payments, so you don't really need to carry currency in your wallet and purse, even though we loved this currency when it was released way back in 2016. However, since most of the consumers are using digital mode of payment, you don't like to keep such a high value currency at home. It's quite risky, and you don't want to carry these 2000 rupees note in your wallet or your purse. As Kanchan pointed out, that most of the money is in the bank. So the way you are transacting today, most of the Indians are actually accepting money by method of digital payments. So you don't need the currency. So even though the circulation, almost like 44 billion worth of 2000 rupees notes are in circulation, but you don't see these notes. The reason being that most of the people are actually doing digital transfer of money, buying and selling activities. However, there is another bigger reason. you see, what has happened is that India has been having a little issue with regard to corruption, So I will like to point out this aspect that people who are accumulating black money, as we call it in India, then it is a lot easier for those people to stash them in a higher value, notes. So gradually after 2016, what has happened is that gradually these notes have uh, vanished from the circulation, even though normal people like you and me, we are actually using our digital wallets and digital payment system. This 2000 rupees note is not visible even in the circulation. People don't see these notes because even though it's in the system, it has been stashed away somewhere. It has been taken out by the bad guys, and they are storing this 2000 rupee note in some place, or they have generated some sort of black money, and it is lying there. You can imagine, 44 billion worth of Indian cash is sort of stashed away, hidden from the public eye, hidden from the government, and hidden from the central bank, which is the Reserve Bank of India, and it is not in circulation. So even though the expense of the government is in printing, maintaining these currency notes, and nearly 10% of the economy runs on 2000 rupees note, but you don't see this note in the circulation. So where the money has gone, that is a big question. So these are the two aspects which have happened and which prompted the government to demonetize even this new note, which was released way back in 2016.
Well, I think that this is a very intelligent move because most of the transaction is done online. Let it be children fee or in hospital, everything is digitized. So I think it's a good move, and I support this action of government.
Absolutely, we all support this action of the government, and through this live stream, we are trying to explain our audience what could be going on, what is the reason for such a decision. Because any decision government takes, it costs them. There is a little bit of extra effort. There will be banking will come under pressure. There will be extra processes, or people like even if people have 2000 rupees note, they will be burdened to walk to the bank branch and exchange that note, even though you have 4 months. So it's extra burden. But in my opinion, most of the citizens do not have this problem. In fact, there is no hue and cry like last time, because last time in 2016, nearly 86% of the currency was demonetized. Here, nobody is affected because everybody is using digital mode of payment, and secondly, people don't have this currency at all because this currency has been put out of circulation by the bad guys, and it is somewhere stashed. We don't know where it is. So government is saying that if you have 2000 rupees note, please return it to me and take a lower currency note. Now, what will happen in this process? Government is also aware about this fact that the normal people who have nothing to hide don't have access to this 2000 rupees note, because it has been taken out gradually from the circulation and it is lying somewhere in somebody else's go down. So government knows that normal people will not have too many currency notes, and government also want to know where this money has gone. Nearly 10% of the economy has been put out of circulation. So where this money has gone? So it is a government responsibility to find that out. Therefore, government is setting up limits. They are saying that you can exchange up to 8 currency notes. So first of all, government is very confident that people will not have so many 2000 rupees currency note lying somewhere in their house, because every bit of money will be in the bank itself. Second is that even if you have 1 or 2 notes, government knows that normal people will not have more than 1 or 2 in worst case scenario. So government is saying that there is an adequate limit. 8 currency notes can be exchanged by an individual, which is equal to 20,000 rupees. And that is a limit. So if somebody comes with a huge sum of money in 20,000 rupees, like a deck of money, then that person will have to explain how he got access to this kind of money. So that is, so somebody who has more cash in 2000 rupees, they will have to do a lot of explaining. So government will then find out who has earned the money and they have so much cash and they have done this legitimate business to make that money. So I think this is what the government strategy is. So this is the reason why, two primary reasons that the government has decided to withdraw 2000 rupees notes. And there may be some other strategy that government may have in order to realize this 44 billion worth of economy back into the mainstream by demonetizing 2000 rupees note, and also make sure that the right people have the legitimate people who are doing legitimate business will have the right means to earn the money, and then they can actually catch the big fish who is trying to stash this money as cash, because government is also saying that storage of cash is also not allowed. Anything which is more than 200,000 Indian rupees in cash is not allowed. So no payments are made today. There are lots of checks and balances, and this is a move towards making India a much cleaner economy, much cleaner than other countries. So moving on, the question is, will this impact economy? Well, as you are seeing that there is not much hue and cry, and everybody is quite comfortable, because first of all, normal people don't have to do anything because they don't have 2000 rupees note. Will it impact economy? Certainly. The big question is, it will impact economy in a very big way, because RBI is not knowing where this 44 billion has vanished. So by September 30th, people will have to surrender their 2000 rupees note, and the value of this 2000 rupee note, we know exactly, it's 44 billion dollars, right? And nearly 3 trillion Indian rupees. So we know the value of these currency notes. So 44 billion dollar will be put into circulation post September 30, 2023. So if currency notes are returned to RBI, RBI know exactly from where this money is coming. There will be investigation done post September 30th. Or if somebody says that, okay, I don't want to show that I have so much cash because it's a bad money, it's a bad cash, black money, I will just hide it. So after September 30th, these bad guys will have no other option except to burn this extra money, because after September 30th of 2023, the pile of 2000 rupee note will be worthless. And then the 44 billion new money will be in circulation as part of Indian economy. So it is a very big impact on the economy.
So I think that's a bad news for bad guys, actually. So somebody who is storing these notes, and that is affecting economy, and that is, I think, it's a crime, because we all live for the well-being of India and for Indians, and somebody who is doing this, it is not accepted. And this is a really right move of government to give a boost to the economy. So this is some very a message from my heart, which I'm generating and sharing all my audience.
Absolutely, Kanchan. I think this is a smart move, and adequate time is given. I mean, if you have one or two notes, 4 months have been given for you to go to the nearest branch, exchange that 2000 rupees note, and take the lower denomination. So there is no harm. At the same time, after September 30th, 44 billion dollars will be repumped into Indian economy. So that will increase the cash flow, it will increase liquidity, and I am clarifying these doubts for the viewers, whoever is watching my live stream, or also subsequently later on. These points are clarified. So because many people may not even think, because nobody is concerned about 2000 rupees note, because people don't have it. So I thought I will clarify these doubts. Now, how this will affect the bank? Of course, bank work will slightly increase, there will be extra influx of customers, banking customers coming to the bank branches, and the bank will have to do this extra work. However, look at from a positive point of view. If bank is actually getting cash and there is a little bit of transactions going on, they actually tend to benefit. People who understand banking, if there is a cash flow happening in a bank branch, the bank liquidity improves, and therefore bank, if people are using banking facilities, etc., they actually show that there is a liquidity increase and there is hence the business increase. So for next 4 months, bank will be able to show that okay, so many customers have walked in and so many customers have exchanged their 2000 rupees note, and they have actually taken a lower denomination, and so therefore it is going to affect the bank in a very positive manner. So nothing to worry, friends. Even if you have to go to the bank, and even if the banker is doing extra work, there is nothing to worry, because a bank will actually benefit. You and I, normal citizens, will also get a lot of benefit. And after September 30th, there will be a fresh influx of 44 billion into Indian economy. So everybody will benefit because of this. What about the other impact on the economy? This is a very, very important aspect, which is very technical in nature, but let me still simplify this. Because of the increased liquidity, there will be further benefit to the people by and large. And because banks will suddenly have more cash, they will be able to reduce the short-term short-term loans. So things like personal loans, things like car loans, all of these things will get cheaper, and simply because there is more liquidity in the system. And you know that the India being a very large country, there are at least 2000 banks, small and large bank, and at least 100 very, very large banks. And if there is more liquidity within next 4 months in the banking segment, the bank will flourish. And once they flourish, they will actually like to pass the benefit to the consumer, and by doing so they will actually also increase the further liquidity. Because what happens is that when they are cash rich, they have excess cash to give off as loan, and that is how bank make money. So if they reduce the lending rate, then there will be more and more people may be interested in taking more loans. And if more loans, this increase in liquidity will actually snowball into further liquidity. That means improve the economy. People will start spending more and start investing more. So I think these are the side effects of this demonetization of 2000 rupees note. So I have come to the end of the live stream. Please let me know if you have any suggestions, any questions. I will be more than happy to clarify those doubts.
Well, Chandrakant, you have selected a very good topic, and this is a very informative topic for all our customers and all our viewers. And I think they will be able to utilize this information for and their financial goals, and they do the needful. So thanks for sharing this lovely information to me and to the viewers.
Thank you so much. And friends, as always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you again in the next one. Bye bye and take care.